You know, some characters may have amazing abilities, but they're not treated like nearly as much as they should be because there's always that one person that steals their spotlight. Now, before I show these characters, I'm going to give a big thanks for actually fan art for me from Tanner Kazee. Honestly, he's awesome. He seems pretty loyal and he's a pretty cool guy. I'm also going to use the fan art to show the characters in just a minute. These characters that have their spotlight stolen are... These characters are Luigi, Mario's younger brother, and Papyrus, the younger brother of Sans. My name is Clay Papyrus. It's my job to see who would win in a fight. Luigi is the younger brother of Mario, and one of the 7-star children destined for greatness. If there's one thing we know about Luigi's past, it was in Yoshi's Island when a wild pigeon carried 2 brothers to some family. It got a bit weird after that. Luigi never really got as much respect as Mario, but he handles it pretty well. He's like a sidekick boss. He never really asked for his part of the cake, and he usually is there for Mario when Mario really needs him most. Well, while he is extremely obedient to Mario, he is not a pushover on his own. He's not only taller than Mario, but he can jump higher, he's faster, and he has a much longer reach as well. Plus, he had his own year. I mean, I don't think Mario had his own year. It's cool. The year Luigi. Let's go. Luigi also has a couple of abilities that Mario doesn't have. After studying Yoshi's technique, he couldn't quite perform it perfectly, but he has his own variation, the skull jump, which slows down his fall by a long shot. His abilities don't end there, though. He can use the Luigi Cyclone, the Ultra Headbutt Green Missile, and the Sewer Jump Punch, which is pretty cool, because when it's connected like right by its opponent, it makes them believe in magic, and they can fly temporarily like a fairy. And then, when it's over, they crash their doom. Not only can he use fireballs as well, like his brother, but he can use freaking lightning. It's crazy. It was from, like, the Thunder God himself, apparently, which can lead to some shocking pain. But if you want some real firepower, he brings out the Poltergust 5000, which can suck an opponent's quicker than the time you can say the word radical. It can also be used as a reverse tool to make your opponents go flying out. Man, a lot of these things he can do can send opponents to fly. It also was originally used to catch some ghosts. Who are you gonna call? Luigi! He ain't afraid of no ghosts. Or is he? You know what I think? Luigi really does deserve some respect. He is pretty unpredictable thanks to his awkwardness. He can lift a castle like it was nothing. He's agile enough to dodge lasers and flames. And he's durable enough to survive a supernova and a variety of things just falling on his face. It always happens to him. However, his greatest strengths can lead to his worst weaknesses. He is very unlucky. He's always been the one who gets something that will cause pain. He's also a pretty big coward, afraid of ghosts, mice, and almost everything. But there's no doubt that Luigi can handle himself on his own without Mario. He is Luigi. He's the mean green fighting machine. Papyrus is the younger brother of Sans and is considered the cool dude. Not much is known about his past, but we know that he and Sans work together to make puzzles for the human. Papyrus isn't as lazy as Sans, and while he does try harder, he obviously isn't as powerful as Sans. But that doesn't make him a joke. Like his brother Sans, he can throw bones at his opponents, and he can use a blue attack, which turns the soul, well, blue. And it can also ground them. He is known for his confident but pretty innocent nature. He was extremely cocky for the first time he saw a human, and he puts a lot of effort capturing him. Spoiler, he actually befriends the human instead. Despite his pretty brash personality, he's actually pretty kind at heart. He never really wanted to hurt anyone, and he always cleans up after Sans. He does get annoyed by Sans' puns, but still, I'm pretty sure a lot of us would. Papyrus can fight at a long range thanks to his manipulation of the bones and arsenal, using patterns to try to fool Frisk. And if you get hit, it is gonna hurt. Papyrus is a perfect example of a character who is a lot stronger than they look. Although he has some pretty rough times, especially compared to Sans, he actually can take more hits than his older brother. And he can also keep up with Frisk, who can move at hypersonic speeds. Though Papyrus isn't always shown to be this fast, it's also not very easy to tire him out. Unless he pushes himself, of course, which he might a lot because of his confidence. Plus, his confidence actually can lead him to keep on going. Way to go, Papyrus. Be free. Do your thing. However, his own personalities can lead to his own mind weaknesses. You see, Papyrus is kind of an idiot. His puzzles are extremely easy, and he thinks that Junior Jumble is really difficult for humans. Plus, he believes there's good in everyone, and still believed in Frisk, even when Frisk murdered him. It's all like, oh, I'm gonna go murder this person. I believe in you. You murdered me. Keep on going. Okay, sorry, that wasn't something to joke about. He also mistakes Frisk for a humanoid rock. However, he has been able to show his brilliance when he used reverse psychology on Undyne to get Undyne to be friends with Frisk. He also can be pretty kind. Too kind, I'll say. He fears his full potential because he doesn't want his opponents to fall that quickly. But still, you don't want to mess with this guy. He has a skeleton of power, which you really need to watch out for. And now, it's time for Animation Brawl. Now, because the battles that I have are kind of short, I'm going to be featuring 2 battles from Raffaello Ortiz and Tanner Kazee. Tanner Kazee put a lot of things in because he really wanted to see this fight. I can't completely blame him because I was waiting for Jack and Dax versus Ratchet and Clank for a while. Finally came out in Death Battle. Now, I sure hope you like these fights. It's not like they're animated extremely well, but they really tried their hardest. So, without further ado, let's get started with Animation Brawl. Rematch. Well, Luigi worked Papyrus down to the bone. Papyrus fought well to the best of his abilities, but let's just face it, Luigi had him outclassed in almost every category. Lifting a castle easily gave him the strength advantage, and surviving a supernova wouldn't keep Luigi down. Papyrus may be braver than Luigi, but Luigi could easily think his way out of this since he has superior intellect. Plus, Luigi had abilities to cover any of his weaknesses. Papyrus did have the edge in magic power and confidence, but when you're fighting someone stronger, tougher, and smarter than you, all you can just do is really delay the inevitable. Looks like this skeleton is skeleton for. The winner is Luigi. Next time on Animation Brawl. Let's just say it's the same thing that would have happened after Vegeta vs. Shadow, but I had to delay it for a little bit. But before I end this with my outro, I'm going to show you a little bit more fan art from Tanner Kazee. By the way, I'll show both of those channels in the description below. And here it is.